In this video, I'll be showing how the auto-adjusting camera system works in my game. And as you can see right now, the camera is changing, and this is all happening automatically from my movement. I'm not touching the right stick at all, so just from the movement, it smoothly changes the camera depending on the angle at which the player is moving in relation to the camera, and adjust it like that. That's the main way that it usually adjusts, and it's pretty subtle. But then you'll see there's a drifting mechanic in my game, and when you do that, the camera adjusting is a bit more intense. As you see, it does it a bit more quickly because that's how the drifting mechanic is supposed to be. You kind of want to see the direction that you're moving in most of the time if you're drifting around corners and stuff. That's why it does that. Another way that it works, I'm actually going to manually adjust the camera here to put it into a position to show the wall jump effect. So even when I approach the wall, these two walls here, there's two walls here, so if I approach them even from this angle and I start a wall jump, then the camera just auto adjusts to getting both together. And this is it's not any special region that's marked in the map or anything. It's just whenever you jump off of a wall, it will rotate the camera to make it, it'll get an angle that's perpendicular to the wall, and it'll rotate it to it, and it gives you a good view. And it looks really good, especially since there's two walls here, so it just stays static there because it just keeps focusing on that angle. But even with a single wall that doesn't have something on the other side, it still does the same rule. It just makes it be perpendicular, but it still ends up looking pretty good because after it rotates to be perpendicular to the wall, the auto movement adjustment that I talked about in the beginning, that takes over. So it makes for one continuous smooth movement. And then another type of adjusting is here. As you see, I can make the angle anything like this, and it'll look pretty weird if I was under the platform and the camera angle was overhead like this. I go under and then it auto adjusts to giving a better angle, and then you can just go back to whatever you had earlier. And like I said in the beginning, it auto adjusts usually, so you don't have to constantly be moving the camera, but you're still meant to use manual camera movement to get a better view, depending on where you're going and what your goals are at the moment. So you see here now I'm actually moving the camera manually. This isn't automatic anymore. I go here, I get these coins, and I get these. See, it's working so far automatically, but then now obviously I don't want to rely on auto camera to make me see this direction, so you still have to just use manual camera movement sometimes, and it's actually encouraged because you can have more control that way if you choose to. And the manual camera input always takes precedence over any auto adjusting code, so that the player is in full control.